what do you do when you grab a baton?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have my baton here. So for those of you that are listening, I'll try to do my best to use enough descriptives so you can imagine. So your baton is it is your instrument, and so it's not just a stick that you hold and you wave in the air or that you hit on the podium. For me, the baton is your instrument, and you need to value it and have a mindset to approach it like you would your French horn, your marimba, your trombone, your oboe, your clarinet. And that's a difficult mindset to have for so many of us because of how little time we get to experience it. So I have a teardrop baton. It's a Mahler baton with a carbon fiber shaft. I like carbon fiber because it doesn't warp. If you have a wooden baton, as time goes on, or if you hit the music stand a lot, or if you run into something by accident, it will warp and it will no longer be straight. So carbon fiber allows it to stay straight. It's very durable. I've had this baton since 2014, and I still use it with every single ensemble, every single concert. I don't have a special baton that I use for a concert because I like the feel of this and I like the weight of it. And that's the next thing I'll talk about, is to be able to find a baton that's balanced. So, there's a lot of schools of thought. So this is the school of thought that I have. So you take your baton and you want to be able to balance it between the handle and the beginning of the shaft on this first knuckle of your index finger. And so I try to make that perpendicular to my index finger. So the next thing that I will do is I will take the pad of my thumb and I will make sure that the pad of my thumb is parallel with the shaft of the baton and is perpendicular to my index finger. And then after you do that, you kind of create a little space in the palm of your hand, of your right hand. I will gently not grip. I will not gently clasp, but I will just support the handle of my baton with the rest of my fingers. And this goes back to my percussion techniques. The more contact you have on the baton, the more control you're going to be able to have of the tip of the stick. And so that's that I'm really big about making sure you have contact with your fingers and not allowing space, because the more space you have, the more chances for inaccuracy and lack of control you have with your baton. So that's the basic grip. And then from there, the baton is an extension of your arm. It's not a literal extension. So for those of you that are watching the YouTube video, a lot of people will try to make the baton, kind of line up exactly with their arm and then put a lot of tension on their wrist. I am a big proponent of just good ergonomics. So if you were to allow your arm just to drop down and bring your arm up, your arm is going to curve and the baton is going to continue along with that. So the tip is not supposed to be 90 degrees, or right in front of you, and drawing on a piece of paper 90 degrees in front of you. It's going to be curved a little bit, and it's just going to allow just for more efficiency and reduced tension. And so, just like with anything, especially with sports, the more tension that you have, just the worse things get over time. They might be easy right now, but as time goes on, they're gonna really get you as far as tension goes. So that's just the baton and the grip in a very crash course sense. But the weight of the baton has got to feel good in your hand. I like a particular for when I play marimba, I like using these particular mallets. When I play snare drum, I like these drumsticks. When I play drum set, I like these drumsticks because of the way that they feel in my hand. The baton is the exact same way. And so I'm one of those people, when you go to conventions, I'm standing at a booth, at the Mahler booth, and I'm touching like every baton, which you shouldn't be doing right now, but I'm touching every baton. I'm, doing the figuring out if it's balanced, and, I'm conducting in the air, just make sure that it feels good. So that's, in a matter of 4 minutes, my approach to grip with the baton.